Hi everyone, welcome to Acad System Free Online Courses. I'm Hakim, and with me today we are on the lesson 12 out of 13 lessons for Revit Architecture. And today's topic, it will be about adding tags and schedules. Okay, so without further ado, I will go straight to Revit. Okay, so for today, we're going to look at tags first. Okay, so by now, you should understand that every component in Revit, okay, for example, this window, when I click on it, you can have a look at the properties. This is the name of the category, which is window. Okay, and then if I select the roof, for example, this is the name of the category, and each element will have their own category, right? Okay, so in this example, I'm going to be placing a tag, and tag is different for each category. So it means a window will need a window tag in order to tag the window, right? While a door will need a door tag, okay? And roof, you will also need a roof tag, for example, okay? But the most common tags for the common type of families such as door and windows lah, okay? Roof, for roof, if you need a tag for roof, you might need to create that tagging family. Okay, so I will use Windows as example for today. All right. Okay, so I will go to the annotate tab. All right, and I'm in the south view. Currently, I'm in the south elevation view, and this tagging only works in the 2D views. Okay, I cannot place the text when I'm in the 3D view. Okay, so 2D views mean elevation, sections, call out, and floor plan. Okay, so I will go to the annotate tab, and then we'll find here tag by category. Okay, so you just click on that, and then you just hover to your window, for example, here, click, okay, and then it will show a tag, and it's showing the number 9. Okay, so if I click at the second window here, it is showing 8. Okay, so now we want to know what is 8 and what is 9. So I will select the tag, and up here I will click edit family. Okay, so this will open up the tagging family. Okay, and then I can see here WG01. I'll click on it and click up here edit label. Okay, so I can see here WG01 is a sample value, and it's actually a mark parameter, right? So now when I know this tagging is actually reading the mark parameter, so I'll just double check. I select my window here, and I look at the properties under this identity data at mark parameter. Here it says 9. So that's why the tag is showing the number 9. So if I need to rename this, I would change the value at the mark parameter, for example, like W1. Okay, and here should be the same lah. Okay, since it's the same window, so also here is saying that there's a duplicate lah. Doesn't matter. Okay, so this is tag. For certain elements, for certain components, the tag might not be readily available. For example, let me try with the roof. Yeah, so when I try to tag the roof, it will tell us there is no tag loaded for roof. So do you want to load now? Okay, so the normal tagging that we normally use, like for door and windows, usually it will be readily available. But if you need to tag the roof, for example, you will have to create that roof tagging, because tag works according to your category. Right. Next, I want to show you about schedule. Okay, so for schedule, we will go to the view tab, and then we'll find the schedule command here. There are actually few types of schedules that you can do in Revit, but the most common one will be schedule quantities here. Okay, so for example, I will take window as our example again. Okay, I will click here. It will bring up this dialog box. So first, we need to select the category. Okay, so I will look for Windows. Scroll down for Windows. Okay, and then you can click OK. And then it will bring up this dialog box. Okay, and currently we are in Fields tab. Basically, here we need to choose the available fields. This will make up your columns in those schedules. For example, you would usually start with family and type. This will be the name of the window. And then maybe I want to include the count, and then maybe the height of it. Also level, mark, seal height, and maybe width. Okay. I just add in these few parameters or available fields. I will select it here and click on at this green arrow. And if you need to remove it, you can click at the red arrow. Okay. Then sometimes you might want to adjust the order of this, right? Because the top will be the most left on your schedule, and as it goes down, it will go to the right. Okay. So for example, I need this mark to be after count. So I click at mark and bring it up. Okay, and then maybe the width and height should be side by side. And also the level, I think, will be the last parameter. Okay. And then you can click OK. And with that, it will bring up this window schedule. So you can see here all the available fields that you have chosen earlier. Okay. And then if you need to adjust or add more fields or more columns here, you can always go to the properties and click here, fields, edit. Okay. And then you can again add or remove more available fields. Okay. And then filter is if you want to filter, for example, you want to filter by, you only want to show windows at the ground floor. Okay, so you will use filter. You will take level here equals to ground floor and click OK. Then it will show, it will only show the windows at the ground floor level. Okay. So I will remove it back. Okay, and then for sorting and grouping, usually if you want to sort, for example, here by, again, I will go by level. Okay, so it will just rearrange it. Okay, so sorting. And then in formatting is where, for example, you want to calculate totals. Okay, for example, here there is no parameters that is suitable for us to create the total, but maybe count to do. So I go to count, and then here no calculation. I click calculate totals and click OK. Okay, but one more thing, you have to go to sorting and grouping, click at grand totals and uncheck. You don't have to uncheck first. Let's try. Okay, yeah, you don't have to uncheck it, and it will show you 13. So this is the grand total for the count. Okay, and then lastly, appearance. This is where you will adjust the font and the size of your font lah. Okay, you will have to create them first, create this text, okay, and then it should be available from these options. Okay, because when you place your schedule on the title block, for drawings you can control the scale, but for the schedule it will exactly follow the size of the font that you set here. Okay, so by default it's just schedule default. Okay, and then you can just put in some colors and things like that lah in the appearance tab here. Okay, so that will be like a quick introduction for you on tag and schedule. Of course, there are actually more to it. You can do a lot of things with especially this schedule, but I'm just showing you a quick run through between these 5 tabs here. Okay, so I hope you learned something valuable today, and you can go and try and have a look for these functions in Revit. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next week. Okay, thank you very much.